Good morning, everyone. My name is Heng Chun Hian. Today, I'll share my project, which titled Emergency Response and Preparedness Assessment Among Migrant Construction Workers. First, let me start with a brief introduction. Malaysia is one of the fastest growing countries in Southeast Asia. The high-speed economy development and low labor participation rate have caused a shortage of workers and thus lead to the immigration of workers from other countries. According to the Dodge statistics, construction industry is among the top industry that having fatal accident. However, the status of emergency response and preparedness among migrant construction workers is remaining unclear in Malaysia. Therefore, the main objective of this project is to assess the emergency response and preparedness among migrant construction workers. There are three specific objectives, which are to identify the level of implementation on emergency response and preparedness among migrant construction workers, to assess the attitude of migrant construction workers towards emergency response and preparedness, and to identify the barrier in implementing emergency response and preparedness among migrant construction workers. So for the methodology, a quantitative study method was chosen for this project. The study was conducted in Johor and by using convenient sampling strategy due to the uncertain COVID-19 situation. The population is all the migrant construction workers in the participated organization in Johor, and the minimum sample size was determined by using Cressy and Morgan table. The flow of the research process was started from reviewing available literature on the research topic and research instrumentation design. Two questionnaires were used to collect the interested information from management and workers. The questionnaires were then pilot tested before distributing for data collection. All the data analysis were processed by using IBM SPS Statistic version 26. The study ended with a conclusion and recommendations. So now we proceed to the result. For the first specific objective, the results show the most of the implementation of emergency response and preparedness were classified as having high level, while there are two parameters in worker participation were having low implementation level. Worker participation is one of the key elements in safety and health. However, this part had not been applied well in the participated organization. Next, for the second specific objective, migrant workers were found that having a positive attitude towards the emergency response and preparedness. However, the responses from the respondents show a neutral attitude on the responsibility of emergency response and preparedness. And last, for the third specific objective, the top three barriers in implementing emergency response and preparedness from the perspective of management were workers do not have experience, low English proficiency, and do not understand the need or importance of emergency response and preparedness. While from the perspective of workers, the top three barriers were unsuitable method or technique, lack of communication, and low commitment. The difference in language, religion, and culture might affect the effectiveness of various efforts on emergency response and preparedness. In conclusion, the implementation level on emergency response and preparedness in the organization is high except for the worker participation, and the overall attitude of migrant construction workers towards emergency response and preparedness is positive. However, there are different opinions on the barriers among the management and worker respondents. Lastly, I have two recommendations to improve the future study on this topic. First, future studies may involve more samples from different organizations and regions of Malaysia to represent a wider population. Next, future studies may use mixed methods such as questionnaires, key informant interviews, and site observation to obtain a more precise pictures on the interested information. So that's all for my presentation. Thank you.